Woo! Hey everyone, this is Daryl from Daily Crypto Trade Signals coming to you live from Vietnam. This is our evening time, a drive time update, boys and girls, aliens, dogs and cats, and amoebas out there. And we're going to talk about what is going on. You guys have to be prepared. There could be another Bitcoin capitulation. We're going to talk about those price targets and what is the lowest price that we could see Bitcoin going down to. So we're going to talk about that and much more. So right now we're seeing that the pre-markets are looking down, down, and that's not looking good. We could see that Bitcoin could bleed out even more. So we're going to talk about some of the support levels, key support levels for Bitcoin and Dogecoin, what's going on with that. And also too, as you guys know, we do have this crypto bill that's coming out that was put in place by Cynthia Lummis and other people up in the Capitol right now. So that is pretty good. I think that this bill overall is going to see some positivity. So we can see this bipartisan crypto overhaul seeks to treat most digital assets as commodities and empower CFTC. So that is pretty good, because if most of the cryptocurrency projects are going to be considered commodities, then Gary Gensler, the SEC, won't be able to touch it and won't be able to enforce it. And that's going to be good for Binance, because Binance right now, they're under investigation by the SEC for something that happened back in 2017. So that is kind of weird. And if this bill does come to pass, then that means Gary Gensler is going to lose a lot of power, because he thinks that all cryptocurrencies should come under his domain. So that is going to be good. And I think this is going to be pretty much a better and fair shake for cryptocurrencies out there from my perspective. So, if this bill does get passed, this will be good for Binance. This will be good for all the altcoins. And, I think there's going to be a fair shake. And this whole bill is about, they don't want to stifle innovation. They actually want to promote innovation. So that is going to be pretty good from that perspective. So as you guys know, some of the key points is Cynthia Lummis out there and Christine Gillibrand said on Tuesday that they are ready to debut the first attempt from Capitol Hill to create a regulatory framework for crypto. And regulatory framework is going to be so important, because if we absolutely want institutions to ape in to crypto, we need to have regulatory framework. So this is going to be pretty good, and it's also going to provide some additional protection for us out there, particularly when it comes to algorithmic stablecoins. And we all saw the debacle that happened with Luna, the tuna, and we got the alien, guys. We got the alien. Remember, none of this is financial advice, just an OG in the house expressing his opinion. I'm absolutely not a licensed financial advisor, so that is going to be pretty good. And the Lummis-Gilbert bill, the product of months on Capitol Hill. Also, and one of the things that Cynthia did is that when they drafted this bill, they also had people like Michael Saylor and other people in the crypto space absolutely review the bill and also give some key points for the bill. So that's going to be good. So it's not just one-sided from a political perspective. It also has some of the industry leaders, crypto space industry leaders out there who have also had their 2 cents. So it's going to be, it's going to be more realistic and more plausible when it comes to its oversight in terms of crypto. So that's going to be pretty good. And the Responsible Financial Innovation Act would empower the Commodities and Future Trading Commission to regulate most existing digital assets. So that is pretty good from that perspective, because I think the SEC sometimes are too fast to jump the gun out there. So I think this bill overall is going to be a positive thing. Guys, what do you guys think? Do you think this crypto bill is going to be positive or negative out there? Keep in mind that, Ted Cruz is behind it, Cynthia Lummis, and all of these behind it, and these guys are Bitcoin maxis out there. So I think it's going to be a fair shake. And we've been waiting almost a year and a half. We've been talking about crypto regulation, and finally I think this is going to be the final something good that's going to be happening out of it. So that is pretty good from that perspective. So right now we're seeing that Bitcoin has given up all of its gains from yesterday, and right now we're trading at 29,605 from that perspective. So I want to jump in and talk about what I think is going to be happening into Bitcoin. Could be seeing another capitulation coming in. I'm going to tell you what I think and where we could see the next Bitcoin low coming in. So some traders think that Bitcoin is bottomed out, but other on-chain matrix says that we could be seeing one more capitulation out there. So if we take a look at the Bitcoin net unrealized profit and loss right now, we're seeing that as the above graph, you can see that Newport metric is a measure of the overall unrealized profit and loss of the network as proportion to the market cap, indicates that less than 25% of the market cap is held in profit. So, since we've come off from all-time highs. We're seeing that only 25% of the total market cap is in profit right now, so which resembles a market structure equivalent to pre-capitulation phases in other pre-markets. So this is something that we haven't seen before, guys. We have actually seen this capitulation before, and based on other capitulation events, if a similar move were to occur at the current levels, the price of Bitcoin could drop between 20,560 to 25,700. So from the Newport model, they're saying that the absolute low out there for Bitcoin is around 20,560, and that kind of puts it in line with what I'm saying. And I'm saying that my my personal Bitcoin bottom, I think, is around about 21,400 and 21,047 in now. So that's what I'm thinking the Bitcoin capitulation line is. So if we take a look at another model out there as well, we can see that, based on the price and the previous bear market's recent trading range of Bitcoin between 25.2 and 33.7 lines up with the B phase of the previous bear markets, and that's when we had this whole Corona dumpity dump. And if that in this model actually says and states that we could be seeing that the realized price for Bitcoin could be 23,601. So from that perspective, it's not too bad, guys. It's absolutely not too bad, and I think that we could be seeing a 23,605 from that perspective. So I'm not too concerned out there. I mean, from this perspective, if we take a look at this B model here and extrapolate over to where we are, we could be seeing 25.7, and we've already seen 25.7 come in when we saw the whole Luna Tuna dump. So from my perspective, I'm still standing firm that we could see a capitulation, one more capitulation for Bitcoin around about 21.47. So something also interesting to note here is that we're seeing that the Bitcoin miners, they are actually starting to sell. So when we had this whole Luna Tuna crash, we saw around about 5K to 8K Bitcoin miners did sell off in the recent peaks. But right now, currently, we're seeing that month to date right now, we're seeing that the total amount of Bitcoin that miners did sell is around about 3.3K. So that is not too bad. When we had before, back in January, we saw that, the amount of Bitcoin that was sold, was over almost 11K in the house. So that from that perspective, it's not too bad. Absolutely not too bad. I think that the miners are still staying in the game. We're still seeing the hash rate is still positive out there. So if we take a look at Bitcoin on the weekly right now, we're seeing Bitcoin is basically in the middle of my blue box, and we're trading at 25,584. So we're giving up all of the gains, all the profits from where we were before, and we're exactly back to square one again, guys. So it's getting pretty boring. We're seeing the DYX is also coming up as well, and that is not positive in the house. We're also seeing that the Bitcoin dominance is also too high. So it did come down from 47. It was as high as around about 47.55. So it's come down a little bit, but it's still not enough. From my perspective, we need Bitcoin dominance to kind of go in this area around about 40 to 38,000, 41 to 38% in house. So we had all-time highs back here, and we need to see Bitcoin dominance definitely becoming down from that perspective. And this, I think this is positive news. You can see the number of addresses with a Bitcoin balance greater than 1,000 has increased 1.5% over the past 2 weeks. So roughly 34 BTC whales have joined the network. So this just confirms that the whales are still buying up the storm, but we still need to get prepared. We still absolutely need to get prepared in case we see this whole capitulation going back down to 21,000. And if that happens, what I will be doing is I will be buying up like crazy, and I will be having diamond hands, and I won't be giving up any of my Bitcoin, because I believe that in 2025 we could be seeing $500,000 Bitcoin coming in. Absolutely, I believe that. So from that perspective, you just have to keep positive, but you can still see that the whales are absolutely still buying Bitcoin like crazy out there. So from that is absolutely positive out there. It's absolutely positive out there that the whales are still buying. And also too, if you guys are wondering what was one of the big causes of the dump, we had this big dump yesterday, and the causes was basically we saw that Bitfinex, FTX and Binance. Basically, Binance dumped about 6,200 Bitcoin, and FTX also dumped about 2,000 Bitcoin as well. So that was a total of about 8,200 Bitcoin was dumped in a single moment. And you can see these candles here where they were dumped simultaneously on both exchanges, and that is what has caused Bitcoin to basically dump and lose, almost, from that perspective, almost 5.5%. So So that was what was the cause of the dump in the house, guys. So that is what caused that. So that's just kind of interesting. That just goes to show that there is market manipulation out there, but I believe that we're going to see a recovery. And so what we see Bitcoin going down to 21,000, I'm not concerned. So if we take a look at the heat map in the house, we can see a lot of redness out there, a lot of absolute redness. It's so red out there that it's almost time to get the sunglasses on. So it definitely is time to get the sunglasses on. You can see that Bitcoin again is down 5.95%, so almost 6%. Ethereum is getting slaughtered out there. BNB is down 9.22%. That is because the markets have gone down, and also the SEC, Gary Gensler is going after BNB as well for basically selling an ICO BNB that they consider to be a security out there. We're seeing that ADA is down 8%. We're seeing everything, all the altcoins absolutely getting hammer time out there. And don't forget, on the 10th of April, we've got a huge announcement. We've got the CPI data coming out at 8:30 a.m. So keep an eye on that. Hopefully it's good news. Other stuff that's coming in right now, we can see that Bitcoin on the 4-hour has broken down from the support, and we see a whole Bart Simpson. This is kind of a whole Bart Simpson pattern here. This is not looking pretty good for Bitcoin as well. So, and this is from NIK. You can still see that if you look at the logarithmic chart out there, Bitcoin is still above the logarithmic curve out there. So that's at least something positive. But absolutely, I'm expecting Bitcoin to probably break down. We could be going as low as $25,000 in the house. So from this perspective, we can see that this has been the whole pattern for Bitcoin, and it's just continually been breaking down. We have on the on the LA wave pattern, C wave, we're starting to see a little bit of recovery. But and yesterday we're seeing that things were looking pretty good, and we saw that there was a lot of green out there, and basically we had this whole flood from the Gary Gensler out there with BNB, and that's one of the reasons that the markets are down right now. That's all it is, and the markets are also a little bit jittery because of this whole legalization and this crypto regulation, this bill that's going to be going and getting passed today. But I think at the end of the day, I think this bill is going to be pretty positive, and I think that we could be seeing a quick recovery. I'm hoping we're going to be seeing a quick recovery. So right now, for the price of Dogecoin is kind of boring out there. Dogecoin is taking a nap, and it's still at 8 cents. It's at 8 cents. And that's all I can say. It's just going sideways. So it's pretty boring, guys. Let's take a look at the leverage. Apes in the house right now. So the leverage apes in the house right now, we're seeing about $211 million worth of wreckage out there, hate pop-ups. And we're seeing about 72,000 traders have gotten wrecked out there. In the last 24 hours, we're seeing that mainly it's Ethereum right now. So more people are betting against Ethereum right now. So that is not good. We're seeing that Bitcoin, Solana, Luna, people are still leveraging Luna, Tuna, ADA out there, Gala, AVAX, BNB, and but we're not seeing any Doge, so that's pretty good. So in the last hour, we're seeing longs. In the last 4 hours, we're seeing shorts building up. So this is kind of interesting. Maybe we might get a bit of a reversal coming in from that perspective. I don't know if the last 24 hours it's also long. So it's kind of a mixed bag. It's anybody's guess where crypto's going to go. It's anybody's guess where Doja is going to go. It's anybody's guess right now, and I can't really hazard a guess. I'm kind of neutral right now. I have to take a wait and see attitude. We're seeing that Ethereum is also going sideways at 1763 right now. So it is what it is, guys. Get prepared, guys. Get prepared in case we do go down. And I'm predicting that the worst case scenario for Ethereum is about a 1200 bottom, and then we could be going down that way. We could kind of accumulate there, and then we'll have a reversal sometime in July or August. So that is not in the cards just yet. So we just have to keep calm and wait for that and see if that happens. So right now, let's take a look at the total market cap. It's up a little bit from 1.22 trillion to 1.23 trillion, but it's really nothing, guys. Yesterday we were getting close to about 1.3 trillion. Things were looking pretty positive. I was positive, and we're seeing the total volume right now is about 49.63 billion, and the Bitcoin down is about 45.78. Let's take a look at the total carnage in the house right now. So right now, the total carnage is not looking good. We're seeing a lot of red. In the last 7 days, Bitcoin is down 6%. Ethereum is down 10%. As I said, as the Bitcoin down has increased, more people are selling their altcoins, particularly those altcoins that are out of profit, and particularly those really bad altcoins. The coin Poopa Shmata 200, 300 down the listing there. Those are being sold first, and you're going to be seeing that most of that liquidity is going to be moving into Bitcoin, and that's why we're seeing the Bitcoin DOMs going up. And also people are losing faith in the altcoins because they are bleeding out. We're seeing BNB down 9% right now. It's 282. We're seeing ADA is also down almost 8%. It's at 58 cents. We're exactly where we were yesterday, the day before yesterday. Solana is down 11%. Dojo Wars is down 5%. Dottie Watt is down 8%. We're seeing that Shiba Inu is down. So it's just a horrendous day. We're seeing a lot of blood on the streets. It's a terrible, terrible day for crypto right there. Hopefully we'll get some recovery tomorrow. I think crypto is just going to continue going down. Hopefully by tomorrow when I wake up, we will see some reversals out there. But don't keep your fingers crossed, guys and gals. It could be getting worse before it gets better. So from that perspective, guys, go and follow me on my Twitter. We're getting pretty close right now to 4,500 followers. Need one more follower. Is that going to be you? Is that going to be the lucky you out there? And guys and gals, don't forget to go boop the likes, smash the likes, subscribe. Don't forget to give super chats. I know you guys are not feeling so happy right now with crypto going down, and it's really torturous. You know, yesterday we were like euphoric and think things that were going up, and everyone was passionate. Everybody was energized. OG was energized. OG was on fire yesterday. But we're seeing right now that it's a Debbie Downer, guys. It's a total Debbie Downer, guys. So let's go cry in your milk and sit back, relax. Don't look at your portfolios because a lot of people are not happy right now. So guys, go ahead and check out the merch. Don't forget to go check out the links down below. Buy the channel account, become a Patreon member. Get the merch, guys. So guys, cheer up out there. God bless you. I'll see you in the next one. Be well. Be anything but unhappy. Try to be happy, guys. Peace out.